There we go. Hello, hello, こんにちは。久しぶり。It's been a while. It's been a week. My goodness. Work's been uber busy, so I'm just like, God. I thought things would get easier, but no, it's just a lot more busy. Damn. I need to sort that out so I can get a proper streaming schedule back again, man. Sucks. Hope everyone is doing well. みんな久しぶりだね。ちょっとお仕事はね、結構忙しくなっちゃって1週間1回ぐらいの配信しかできない状態なので元気にしてる。はいみんなlet's use here number 3 Send us a hello 大気ありがとう。レミさんおはよう。頑張るぞ。なんかこの怖い女の子ねめっちゃ頭おかしい女の子ですね。変な状態なので頑張ります行くぞ。ゆうさん hello おはりつ。I've been very busy I really need to sort out my schedule, like I said, but we'll see. But for now, we are gonna be jumping into some more creepy bathroom floor shenanigans. Let's hope there's no bathroom floor shenanigans. Also, the main screen updated. Earlier, it was just like a closed morgue space. Now she's here, so let's see. I actually forgot where we left off last time. Where did we leave off last time? We got a request, and then it was our neighbor, wasn't it? I think it was our neighbor. We need to kind of do stuff too. I don't remember. It was. Hang on, let me just and put you back on. There we go. Hopefully this sounds okay. Yeah, I hope everyone's been doing okay. I've been planning. There are all sorts of other floors. Yeah, not just the bathroom floor. You know, there's the office hallway floor, the train, floor. You know, the train station. My personal favorite. You know. The hallway in front of the apartment. 忙しかったよ。めっちゃなんか今月中もうちょっとなんかスケジュールが空いてると聞いたんだけど、逆にね超忙しい。なぜかわかんない。とりあえず仕事量が増えた。理由不明今でもわかんないよI don't know how or I don't know why. Like work says, oh yeah, starting June you could probably expect your workload to be reduced. Then June happened and quite the opposite happened actually. So I don't know how that happened. No one knows how it got busier, and they're trying to find out. So, and that is why. もっと配信したいんだけど余裕はない最近。Alright. さて始めよっか。We have different ones too. A lot of different art now. Let's go!
This is disgusting.
Wait, ちょっと。 どこだっけ 209. I quickly stuffed the handbook in my bag, disembarked the train when I'm certain nobody's looking. I carefully opened the lid of the large dumpster in front of me. Stench of rotten food and who knows what else assaults my senses, and I reflexively gag and splutter. Staff at the convenience store really need to seal their trash in plastic bags before tossing it in here. The raised open lid locks into place at 45-degree angle, allowing my now free hands to retrieve a small black object from my handbag. Okay. Yes. このおかしい女の子の続き。Time to continue the adventures of Miss Pass Out on the bathroom floor. A flip phone. Cheap plastic thing with shiny charcoal finish. I open it up and tap on the retro tactile keys, confirming that I've completely deleted all sent messages and photos. Nodding to myself, satisfied that I've covered my tracks, I eject the battery from the back of the casing and toss it into the dumpster. And snap the phone in half along the hinge, separating the screen from the keypad. The screen crunches to pieces with the gratifying underneath my shoes. I retrieve the smashed parts from the asphalt, careful not to prick my finger on the sharp glass. With hardly a glance, I unceremoniously launch the broken parts of the phone into the dumpster. I clap my hands together to dust them off, then shut the dumpster lid and hurry away. I sidle between the brick wall of the convenience store and a narrow metal railing intended to keep people like me away from the dumpsters. Now, in front of the convenience store, I finally feel I can breathe deeply without fear of inhaling the toxic contents of the dumpster. I let my lungs take their fill before nonchalantly crossing the street. That takes care of my latest burner phone. Before leaving the office building, I cracked the SIM card in half and disposed it in the combustible trash. Now, with the phone itself destroyed and discarded at a different location, my mind is at ease. It has been less than slightly 24 hours since I messaged my latest victim, that athletic guy that I may have briefly fantasized about during my restless... Ooh. Fantasized, you say? My general rule of thumb is to keep a burner phone for exactly 24 hours after sending a photo. However, I made an exception today. I wanted to discard the phone early, clear my anxiety, and get a full night's rest tonight. Besides, it's not like anyone ever replies to the messages I send. I'd love it if I did, but it is what it is. Really, here we go again. So, really, there's no point in holding on to the evidence of my wrongdoing for longer than necessary. If memory serves, I wrote tomorrow's date on the latest victim's timestamp, May 30, 10:31 a.m. The victim may decide to kill himself today. Of course, he could end up just like Akane Tsurumaki. But if he's anything like her, he'll hold out until just a few hours before the designated time. He'll let panic and fear boil and build inside him until he just can't take it anymore. Or someone else will come along and end it all for him. Can't be sure. Still don't know what happened to Ruri Hatano. Did she kill herself, or did someone else snuff out her life? Either way, I'll start researching obituaries tomorrow. I'm confident that this will be another successful request. If it is, I'll truly be on a winning streak. With butterflies in my stomach, I cross the road. I need to get my reading voice back. On my route home, I usually like to trek through the small park close to my apartment, provided the weather is decent. I avoid the park in the mornings as a lot of people walk their dogs and I can't risk my allergies flaring up before I reach the office. In the evening, the park is much emptier, Suppose I finish work a bit earlier than most people, so while everyone else is busy, I can enjoy the fresh air and scenery. Make my way along the neat, broad dirt path that connects one side of the park to the other. Wooden benches line the path at regular intervals, and at this time of the evening, it's common to see a homeless person or two using a bench as a resting place. The city has more homeless people than the general population would care to admit. Try not to think of it. I try not to think much of it as I walk by every day. I already know that many people have it worse than I do, but there's not exactly anything I can do to help, right? Should I be giving these people money that I can't afford to spare? Wouldn't they just end up be homeless as well? Not exactly broke, but I live month to month on my salary. It's expensive to live in the outskirts of Akihabara, and commuting to Shinjuku every day isn't exactly cheap either. Then you add in electricity bills, phone, food. I mean, I don't eat unless I have to, but I'd starve if I didn't buy a meal every other day. Every other day? What the hell? And don't even get me started on the cost of the coffee I drink. If I'm lucky, I can score a can for 100 yen, but more often than not, I'm paying up to 150 for a single can. Even if I were to buy canned coffee in bulk from one of those huge variety stores like Don Coyote, I'd still only save a handful of loose change. I wouldn't have access to the familiar selection I get at the convenience store. I'm just thankful that I don't go out for drinks after work like most of my colleagues. If I had to buy a few rounds of beer every week, my bank account would definitely dry up. Hey, I know how that feels. By avoiding that kind of group outing, not only do I save money, but I'm not also forced to spend more time around people. A win-win situation. Realizing I'm trudging along the path at a snail's pace, I tell myself to speed up my gait. Toward the exit of the park, silhouettes of two people on a bench come into view. The sound of laughter carries on the wind. I can't help but feel like I've heard the voices before. As I draw closer, a sinking sensation clutches at my stomach. I immediately get the urge to turn around, but I'm so close to home.
Aha!
Oh god.
It's Noriko! Fancy seeing her here.
It's her! And I'm glad we don't have that kind of I mean, yeah, like the work culture here, at the very least where I am anyways, like, it's not a requirement, it's more of a hell yeah, let's go, I'm up to, you know, to blow off some steam at the pub, let's go type thing. It's not mandatory at all kind of thing, so, which is nice, but, you know, people invite me, I say yes, because why not? It's fun. I like hanging out in pubs. I make a lot of friends there. Best friends you make are when you're drunk at the pub.
Noriko's here.
Yeah, Noriko is here. What's up? Tomoe and Shinya. Tomoe glares and flips her long hair behind her ear with a shit-eating grin on her face. Shinya looks kind of out of place outside the office. His face is filtered by an especially uncomfortable expression. Needs to poop. Start to wonder why these two are here, but then I recall that Tomoe did mention they were going on a date on Friday night. Suppose it's just my bad luck that I would run into them on the way home, though. So, what are they doing here in Akihabara? Nice, I'm never comfortable. Really? I mean, to each their own, right? Like, I hang out with friends, and then we go out to the pub, and then we have a lot of drinks, and then we got you know, we make friends. Numbers. Why you delay your Guys, I was outside. My errands kept my errands kept me busy. I was like, I'm not getting home by 3:30. Defrosting the yo, how often do you defrost that thing? I think this is like the second time this month you said something like that. I have to assume that Tomoe came here on purpose just to spite me.
On your way home?
Hell yeah. Cover those up.
Uh-huh. How's your, date?
Oh my god, there's a cat outside. Hey, kitty. there's a cat outside my window.
We're having a blast, right, Chin?
Yes, of course. A great time.
Yeah, that's very convincing. And then in a few... Oh, okay. So the first time you mentioned it, it's you're planning on doing it. And then this time you're actually doing it. Logging crap on the bottom since... This is a chest freezer. Gotcha. Let me know if you find like some kind of ancient frozen relic in there. Wonder if Tomoe has been dragging Shinya along against his will. Probably.
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it.
You go enjoy yourselves now. You hear? Really awkward around strangers. A few drinks will fix that. Not joking.
Hey, we're gonna grab some chicken. Why don't you come with us?
Oh no.
No thanks.
Can't think of any worse way to spend an evening than eating with Tomoe. Gonna have another beatdown if I go.
Please come with us, Noriko.
What's wrong, buddy? You dug that hole yourself? Get out of that hole yourself, man. Exactly. Shinya has a dejected look on his face. It's pitiful, but he brought this date on himself. Why should I have to bail him out?
Sorry, I've got things to do tonight.
Are you sure you're not just avoiding eating? Afraid to gain a bit of fat?
I honestly don't know what to say to that.
Say, Shin, you ever seen Noriko eat anything?
Well, now that you mention it, she never seems to eat at the office.
I eat at home, if that's okay with you.
It's not completely a lie. Sometimes I eat at home, sometimes I don't eat at all.
Come on, come get some chicken with us. You can throw it back up or whatever afterwards if it makes you feel better.
She's starting to get on my nerves. Swear, she tries to identify my flaws and insecurities just so she can rub them in my face.
Tomoe, you're not being very nice to Noriko. Aren't you two supposed to be friends?
Friends? Hell no.
We're besties. Besties talk shit to each other, right, Noriko?
Yeah, besties also punch each other out in front of the streets.
Right.
Huh. Fascinating.
Anyway, I'm going now. See you on Monday.
Okay. See you then.
See ya.
Buzzkill. She's such a drag.
I let Tomoe's words hang in the air as I walk past her. Pretty annoyed that she dragged Shinya all the way here just to taunt me. Is this her idea of a good date? Does she care about Shinya at all, or is this the whole thing just to annoy me? Tomoe dating Shinya doesn't even get under my skin. I don't have feelings for him at all. What does get on my nerves is simply the fact that Tomoe is trying so hard to get on my nerves. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if I could carry on my way home without one final interruption. Tomoe calls out to me again.
Your friend Aoi is gonna start work with us on Monday, yeah? How fun! I can't wait to meet a friend of Noriko's.
Oh god. Oh no. Grimace. I suppose Shinya told her about that. I turned back to face them both.
Don't even think about messing with Aoi. That girl has dealt with enough crap at her last job.
Oh, has she? Maybe big, strong Noriko can protect her now.
I'd do anything for her. She's my best friend. If you had any friends of your own, you'd understand what that feels like.
Oof.
Hell, I got plenty of friends. And only some of them are sluts like you.
Yeah. I'm going.
Damn it. I finally managed to disengage from the conversation, even with Tomoe's mocking laugh piercing the air. I exit the park, cross the road, and walk down the block leading to my apartment. Tomoe. Wonder if that girl... I have to wonder if that girl exists solely to irritate me. You know what would be good? Maybe I should do like creepy pasta readings. Or like the story submission stuff. I did find I did find like some old creative writing stories that my students wrote. I had like a pile in my storage when I found my guitar. I'm just like, maybe I should, you know, translate that into Japanese and then like read it out loud and make videos out of it. That was like 5 to 8+ years ago, so I doubt like I doubt people are gonna be like, oh my god, that's my story. But we'll have to see. Translate in Japanese, read it out in Japanese, add English subtitles or something like that. It'll give me some practice for all sorts of stuff, and it'll make for good videos. On brand for, like, you know, the spooky summer season or something. Grin and bear it, as they say. That's what a stoic, unflinching Noriko would do. Running a hand through my hair, I smile and approach my apartment building. Library. 8:30. Spent all morning trying to unsuccessfully calm my nerves. I'm anxious about finding out whether my latest victim has perished. It's afternoon now, so the time written on his photo has passed. My work was successful. I should know soon enough. I've already set up an obituary news alert on my phone to keep me informed. Instead of sitting at home all day and waiting for my phone to go off, I decided to visit an old favorite hangout. Public libraries don't get the credit they deserve this age. They're quiet, calm, soothing. I can sit here for hours, for free, and just get lost in different worlds. Plus, they always carry works by my favorite authors. Sometimes the librarians are even kind enough to recommend titles that might fit my tastes. Stuff like SCP. Yeah, I never really got into the SCP stuff. Like, I know some of them and they're really fun, but I've never gotten into the entire, you know, SCP world. That makes sense. Like, I like my horror a bit leaning towards the it could have happened to someone without having to well, I guess that makes sense. Like, SCPs, like, you have to suspend. There's a level of suspension of disbelief. Like, oh, there's this SCP stuff, and then in that world, these kind of things are possible type things. So I never really got into that. But the type of scaries that I like are just like, you know, oh shoot, this could have happened to me, type thing. Like, slightly, yeah, fictional, but just real enough that you get kind of like, did this actually happen? Or kind of like the no sleep stuff. Those are great. I don't feel judged here. Nobody looks at me and mocks my clothing or my makeup. Nobody looks at me and asks if I've had enough to eat lately. Nobody makes fun of me. That lonely girl in the corner reading Lovecraft and calmly stroking her hair. Every so often, I put my book aside and check my phone out of habit. Still no alerts. I miscalculated something? My latest photo not look convincing or damning enough to inspire suicide or murder? I find myself growing increasingly anxious and impatient.
Cthulhu, huh? You a Lovecraft nerd?
Oh hey, it's me after I don't get enough sleep. Just grow out my permanent 5 p.m. Well, the eyes say 5 a.m., but the chin says 5 p.m. shadow. Fiction doesn't really spook me on stuff. Yeah, exactly. It's those. Could it happen? Did it happen? Those are the kind of stuff that's just like, oof. Makes for nice readings, and it'll stick to your. It'll stick, like, it'll just like linger in your head. Because the next time you turn off that light, you're just like, oh shit. Kojiro, that's his name. I blink twice and I look up at the strange man standing over me. You just want to make it hard for me to sleep? Yeah, I'm not letting you sleep, man. You thought you were gonna get some sleep? Hell no. Blink twice and look up at the strange man standing over me.
Huh?
Sauce. Didn't mean to interrupt. Notice you're reading Lovecraft. Huh. In Japanese, too.
Pause. Okay, that's definitely...
Didn't know this book had been translated.
Yeah. My English isn't great, so I read the translated versions.
That's mad. Do they translate esoteric names? Can't imagine Cthulhu being easy to write in kanji.
I was really lie awake after. Exactly, you're just like... I feel something right now. If I turn around, is there gonna be something in there or not? Kind of thing.
Well, it's written in katakana, so...
Of course. Kojiro.
Ojiro. Man extends his hand. I can't tell if he wants me to shake it or pass him my book.
What?
I'm Kojiro. You?
Noriko. Kurosawa.
Nice. Just Kojiro for me. No last name. Call me Koji.
Oji. No last name. Cool to have a last name. You just have a single name.
You
Like
don't have a
Beyonce.
last name?
Prince, if you guys are old enough to remember.
Used to. Lost it. Fire, you know. I'm just Kojiro now.
The guy's weird. Both smell like they've been stashed in the back of a closet for a decade or two. Yeah. Kotoru is how it's kind of mishmash katakana pronounced. Face unshaven and his eyes are scarily clear and focused, despite being masked by a pair of thick glasses.
Didn't mean to keep you. Saws again. I'm looking for Nobel Sinclair. He around here?
I mean, I don't know. Who?
Writer guy? Did that book about befriending the dead? The librarian told me to check these shelves.
Sorry, I don't really know.
No worries. I'll find him. You know, you look like the type who'd enjoy his books.
He hitting on me right now?
Not to judge you by your cover.
Library joke, get it? Because we're in the library. Give me your number, please.
Need a strong stomach, though. Messed up shit.
Much as I hate to admit it, this stranger has captured my interest.
How messed up are we talking?
How messed up? Please do share. How messed up are we talking?
Well, his first book describes dressing up corpses, taking them to dinner. Goal is to not get caught out. Mad, right?
That is something that sounds like she's gonna be into.
Like something out of that American movie. Weekend with Bernard? Or something like that. Second book goes nuts. Main character fills the school classroom with bodies, all dressed up as students. Runs lectures and records them, puts them online.
Yikes.
Best part? No one can figure out if these books are fiction. Internet says Nobel Sinclair actually did these things. Says he's doing time now, writing these books as a confession.
Interesting.
Not gonna lie, I think I might actually read that.
Right? It's deranged. Makes for a good bedtime reading.
Huh.
You on noise? Well, of course you are.
Here it is, guys.
Yeah. You?
Yeah, at Koji. Add me if you like. We can talk shop.
The word corpse around Noriko, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna be feeling fuzzy, and then she's gonna pass out right on the floor.
I'm gonna find Nobel. Wish me luck.
Without so much as a glance back at me, the man walks away. I tried to return to my reading, but that whole conversation just replays back in my head. Bizarre encounter. Maybe I'll just head home for today. Being here has helped me calm down, but I'm still eagerly anticipating the fate of my victim. Besides, I have to admit, I'm growing a little bit hungry. Maybe onigiri, a rice ball from the convenience store, will tide me over until tomorrow. Girl, you need to eat! Gather my things and stand up, letting out a little whew, whew, as I stretch my muscles. As I head towards the sliding doors to leave the library, a little alert sounds from my phone. Oh, there we go. This is it. She's gonna pass out again. My phone is in my hand in less than a second. The screen unlocked and the obituary page loading right before my eyes. Article posted online today, 2:39 p.m. Keywords found: Mr. Accident. Numerical data range 20 to 30. Image data found? Yes. Saturday, May 30. Mr. Eiichi Hanada, 22, of Tokyo Prefecture, was pronounced dead this afternoon at a traffic intersection. 12:02 p.m. Coroner's office reports that Mr. Hanada was involved in a traffic accident. No other casualties have been reported. Mr. Hanada is survived by his fiancée, who wishes to remain anonymous. Funeral service has not yet been arranged. View image attachment. We load the image attachment and can't believe my eyes. Oh, so it's not the neighbor. Photo is the exact same one that was sent to me through Corpse Girl's website. There can be absolutely no doubt that this is my latest victim. I've done it again. Oh, here we go. My breathing starts to quicken. My cheeks begin to grow hot. I know from experience that if I don't get somewhere private and quickly, I may very well make a fool of myself in public. I quickly glance around the library for a sign pointing to a restroom. As soon as my eyes settle on it, I dash toward it, swerving between bookshelves and through narrow aisles. There's one door for a unisex bathroom, an unremarkable beige portal. The muscles in my thighs are tightening, and I squirm as I reach for the door. My hand grasps the cool metal handle and presses down, only to be met with immovable resistance. It's locked. There's a sign on the door, a notice that I completely ignored in my haste. Closed for cleaning.
Shit!
Curse, despite my best efforts to keep a low profile. My head turns frantically, looking for somewhere, anywhere, that I can sit down and remain out of sight while my body reacts erratically to my latest success. For someone who's just like watching, if you see this, it's like, man, he really needs to poop.
Yo, you busted?
I mean, maybe she about to bust, I don't know. This guy again.
I need to use the restroom.
I hope he can tell that the expression on my face is not one of desperation to use the facilities.
On it.
My surprise, Kojiro strides up to the restroom door and begins to slam his fist against it.
Hey, cleaning time is over. Get out of there.
I hear a panicked yelp from within. Kojiro's commanding voice was more than a little intimidating. Within seconds, a terrified old woman emerges. She wields her cleaning trolley around us, bows quickly, and disappears from sight.
All yours. About to hold it.
Thanks.
And let me just refill my water. I learned from last time. I actually have like a huge water bottle this time, so I'm not gonna be croaky by the end of this. Alright, strap in, folks. I dashed past Kojiro, unable to believe what was happening here. I slam the door behind me and slip into a cubicle. As soon as I sit atop the toilet's closed lid... God. Legs begin to shake uncontrollably and I have to lean backward to steady myself. Eiichi Hanada is dead, killed in a traffic accident. That could mean anything, but I'm willing to bet that I caused his death. After seeing the photo of his dismembered corpse, he might have purposefully crashed his car. Or perhaps someone rammed his vehicle, intent on murdering him on behalf of Corpse Girl. Still don't know how my power works. I don't know why these victims end up dead. But the cause of this But the cause of death ultimately doesn't matter. What matters is that Corpse Girl is victorious once more. I find myself panting, squirming, struggling to restrain myself. My vision fogs, my knuckles clench, and with barely a fanfare, I begin to cool down all of a sudden. Like that. The overwhelming urge to explode simply flutters away. Huh? Breathing regulates, my legs solidify and rest firmly on the ground. This experience wasn't nearly as staggering as last time. Maybe I was so confident that this victim would die, my body already prepared itself for it. I already become desensitized to my ability to wield death itself. I won't pretend that I'm not disappointed. That exhilarating feeling I experienced last time. Complete and utter loss of control. It was addicting. I craved experiencing it again. Oh, it's a drug now, huh? Still, I need to remind myself that the most important thing. I fulfilled the requests issued to Corpse Girl. That's 2 new victories in a row. 2 victories in a single week. As long as the requests keep coming in, I can keep on achieving my goals. I can do this. Full of confidence and feeling steady once more, I exit the cubicle and leave the bathroom. He's gonna be waiting outside, isn't he? Oh, yep. That strange man Kojiro is waiting for me at the end of an aisle.
You good?
Yeah. Hey, thanks for... You know, I really needed the bathroom.
Of course. Been there. Gotta go when you gotta go. Look what I found.
What did you find? Kojiro holds up a book with a plain black cover.
Nobel Sinclair's latest. Dazed by the Dead. It's a ripper.
Oh, what's that one about?
Falling in love with the dead. Read it already last year. Time for another go. Oh, here.
Kojiro hands another book to me, this one with a brown cover. An illustration on the front depicts a field of flowers.
What's this?
Sinclair's first ever published work. Strange Flower. Title's nonsense. This is the one where he puts corpses in suits, treats them to meals at fancy restaurants. Loaned it out under my name. You take it. Return it before the due date. Can't risk getting fined.
Oh, well, thank you. I'll be sure to read it.
Sure. Send me your thoughts and noise. Right. Be seeing you.
His voice sounds familiar. Brief wave of his hand and he disappears behind the closest shelves. Can't really get over how peculiar he is, but he certainly is making an effort to be friendly. I turn the heavy book over in my hands and look inside the front cover for a publication date. 2009. Not actually that old. Definitely not as old as the fiction I normally consume. I shrug and hoist the bulky tome underneath my arm, then make for the library's exit. I feel uncommonly hungry on my way home, so much so that I decide to stop by a restaurant and get some dinner. Wonder if killing stirs my appetite. I often pass this establishment when I exit the train station in Akihabara, an old venue that serves traditional Japanese food as well as popular Western dishes. To say that I've always been curious about eating here would be accurate. I've been working hard lately, achieving my goals. I can afford to treat myself to a cooked meal, right? Why do I find it so hard to justify that? I'm even gonna eat at a booth tonight. Another rarity for me. Waitress guides me to an empty booth, and I slide in before looking at the menu. House specialty, according to the menu in my hands, is grilled eel. Not exactly my favorite. In fact, seafood of any variety doesn't sit well with my stomach. Decided to pass on the specials and order something I know I can digest. Omurice sounds good. I eat it a lot as a kid. Omelette, rice, ketchup. Not to like. Plus, it's only 700 yen before tax. Waitress returns to take my order, and I confidently point out what I'd like. She offers me a smile and hurries off to the next table. Perhaps my recent victory streak has given me a courage boost. Because I hardly feel awkward or anxious sitting here, surrounded by people eating and drinking on all sides. I'm somewhat calm and at ease amidst the hustle and bustle of the restaurant. I almost feel like it might be nice to have some company. Friend, perhaps Aoi, or even Shinya, might be nice to talk to and pass time with. I mean, yeah, grilled eel really is good. Unagi-don is the best, yo. I haven't had one in a long time, but I remember the best one I had, not counting Japan, was somewhere in like a restaurant near work. I got hooked, man. It's so good. Oh well. In a way, I do have some company. I retrieve a book from my handbag, the very same book Kojiro lent me, and I open it up to the first chapter. Strange Flower. An odd, apparently meaningless title. Still, it comes highly recommended by an eccentric stranger, so it must be good. The meal arrives when I'm a few pages into the book. Thank the waitress and look at the omurice before me. Smells good. Presented beautifully. I can probably eat at least a quarter of this portion without feeling ill. Hey, Nick! Is this the 1K man? Hell yeah! How have you been? Welcome. Thanks for showing up. We're just playing. Apparently, this is a psychological horror, but aside from getting a woman getting absolutely whose switches are being flipped by dead bodies running to the washroom, nothing else. Nothing scary's happened. There's a restaurant near the university had excellent unagi-don and broiled mackerel. Ooh, that sounds nice. Man, I should go there again. I should swing. It's been about like 2 or 3 years. I should swing by again if they're still open. I need to check if they're open or not. I pick up a spoon and slice through the middle of the omurice, causing a puff of steam to billow up. Throwing caution to the wind, I scoop up a good amount and bring it to my mouth. Delicious. There's no other word to describe it. The convenience store meals I normally eat can't even compare to something like this. The egg is soft, the rice is fluffy, and there's just enough ketchup along the top. I take a second mouthful, and then a third. Can't help but giggle a little at the thought of myself sitting here, eating like a normal person. All the people around me probably think I'm a normal person, too. Just a girl sitting at a restaurant, eating her dinner. Another quiet giggle escapes my lips, and I gently dab my mouth with a napkin. Set my spoon to the side and return to the book in front of me. The author of this work is certainly interesting. Nobel Sinclair. According to the bio inside the front cover, he moved to Japan from overseas at a young age. The book was originally written in Japanese. It's not a translation, but even so, the writing style is quite unusual. Can't quite put my finger on what is strange about it. Maybe it's the lack of complex kanji used throughout? Everything is written rather simply, in hiragana. Almost like the intended audience is elementary school kids. That's what happens if you move to Japan and you don't know how to read or write. That's how I write too. That can't be right. The themes contained within are truly disturbing. Maybe the author just doesn't have the greatest comprehension of writing in Japanese. Like your boy over here. Man, if it's not for like the keyboard Giving me kanji suggestions, I probably would be writing everything in hiragana. No joke. True that a lot of adults have trouble with complex kanji. Professional authors, though, not so much. Anyway, it's not like it matters too much. The book is interesting enough to keep me turning pages. I must be completely absorbed in reading because, before I know it, a waitress is politely letting me know that the restaurant is closing soon. Odd, and I look at my plate of omurice in front of me. Meal has gone cold and I only ate 3 bites. Still, I'm feeling full now and I really enjoyed what I did eat. I don't even feel any added weight on my hips as to get to my feet. That's definitely a positive thing. Stretch my arms and legs, put my book in my bag, and offer the waitress some money along with the bill. Ooh, what's happening? Blast of frigid air nearly sweeps me off my feet when I step out of the restaurant. If I'd known the weather's gonna take a turn for the worse, I would have brought my scarf and jacket. The end of spring, so unpredictable cold weather is pretty rare. Guess I can't be blamed for not bundling up. Anyway, it's not raining and close to home, so it shouldn't be a problem. I head down to the street and watch a few shop owners closing their stores for the night. They don't pay me any mind as I wander by. Phone bursts to life and rings out in the quiet night air. I grab it and press it close to my ear for warmth.
Hello? Aoi? Noriko? Hello? Is this a bad time? No, I'm just walking home. You're out at this time of night? That's not like you.
Well, there was a thing in the library. Really had to go.
I stopped somewhere to eat. What's up? You stopped to eat? Say, about the new job.
Is she not gonna take it on?
What is it? I spoke to the manager at the maid cafe, but he said I can't quit.
What do you mean you can't quit? It's not his decision to make.
He said that? Oh, well, it's not up to him. You have every right to quit. Did you tell him you've landed a new job? Yes, I told him. But he said he spent so much time and money training me that if I quit now, he'll treat it as stealing from the company and he'll call the police.
There's no legal grounds.
What a load of crap! Hang on. Are you at the cafe now? Yes, I just finished my shift. We're closing up. I'll be right there. I'm only a minute away anyway. I'm going to give your manager a piece of my mind. No, Noriko, you can't. Just watch me. I'll be right there.
I end the call despite Aoi's objections. Can't believe how furious I am. Aoi finally has an escape route from that god-awful job and now the manager won't let her quit? That has to be illegal. Never met her manager, but I can just imagine his type. Self-important, wretched, greedy pig. Thinks he's the king of the world because he runs a shady maid cafe in the back streets. Well, I won't stand for it. People like him are the ones that should be reported to Corpse Girl's website. Love to target victims like that. Change direction and take up a running pace. Cool air against my face is kinda nice now that my body is warming up a little. Thankfully, there's hardly anyone around this time of night, so I don't feel particularly embarrassed by running in public. Not a terribly fit person, so it isn't long before I feel out of breath. Like 6 steps later, just like, I come to that stop at the end of the street, heaving and clutching my chest.
Okay. I'm okay. Deep breaths.
Me after a year of working from home and I needed to run across the street. わからない。こんにちは。いらっしゃい。今、英語のゲーム やってるので、ちょっと、なんか、日本語の設定がなくて、通訳しようと思ってるんだけど、ちょっとね、なんか、テーマがちょっと変だなって。after taking a brief moment, after taking a moment to collect myself, I start back up, walking briskly this time. See the maid cafe's illuminated sign ahead of me. さすがリツ先生。よかったらね、なんか英語の練習として少しなんか聞き取り練習などよかったらね、ゆっくりしていってください。I approach the entrance and read the neon board. Chateau de Cristal. Welcome home, master. Drinks from just 400 yen. Table charge, 500 yen per person. Open till 10 p.m. every night. Pass the sign and reach for the door handle. Somebody hurriedly throws the door open and emerges.
Noriko?
Oh, hi.
Owie, told you I'd be here.
I'm really glad to see you.
What's up? What's wrong? Aoi gives me a brief wave. She fidgets nervously and straightens the ruffles in her dress.
I can't believe you have to wear this ridiculous outfit.
Yeah, but the costume isn't the worst part of the job.
I know. Listen, is your manager still here?
Aoi hesitates, then shakes her head sadly.
You just missed him. There are only a few girls inside closing up.
Damn it. I really wanted to give him a piece of my mind.
Noriko, it's fine. I can continue working here. It's not so bad.
Hell no! Don't even pretend it's okay. This place is torturing you. You have that customer that always gropes you, and now your manager is controlling you? I won't stand for it, and you shouldn't either.
But what can I do?
You can quit. Honestly stumped by the question. In all my hastiness to get here, I never even thought through a plan for Aoi. Damn it. Heartbreaking expression on her face. I just want to grab her, hug her, and tell her everything's gonna be okay. Why can't I?
Aoi.
Hmm?
I know you don't feel like it, but you're the strongest girl I know. All the shit you've dealt with over the years, all the shit you're still dealing with. You're brave, whether you know it or not. My issues pale in comparison to yours, but you still get up each and every day and do your best. I'm proud of you, and I want to make things easier for you. Come work with me at Temujin. Just leave this place behind. Forget all about it.
Noriko.
You're my best friend. You always will be. Even if we can't be anything more than that, I'm happy just having you in my life.
A confession?
I'd do anything for you, Aoi. I hope you realize that.
Of course. I know. Thank you, Noriko.
Let's get out of here. It's really late. Come back to my place.
You know I can't. All my things are at home, and I need to check everything first. Otherwise...
Unrequited feelings. I nod calmly. I understand. I can't push her too much.
Don't worry. I get it.
And the thing is, I can't just run away from this place.
What do you mean you can't?
That stalking customer. He knows where I
Oh,
live.
yikes.
And, well, if I stop showing up to work, he said he'll visit me at home.
Why don't we go to the police?
I can't do that!
Why? Oh, it's raining. Without warning, Aoi bursts into tears, just as rain begins to spill from the clouds.
I can't get him in trouble. I just can't. Howie, what? What is he?
He's family.
Oh no! A gust of wind blows down the narrow street, causing my hair to whip wildly in my face. Brush it out of my eyes and mouth, only to see Aoi standing still with her head down.
A stalker. He's family?
I could never bring myself to tell you. But surely you must have wondered why I've put up with it for so long.
I don't know what to say. I'm stunned. You're putting up with it because you don't want him arrested.
Yes. If he goes to prison, the rest of my family will disown me. And I'll truly have no one.
What?
You have me.
You know what I mean. I'm just going to go home for tonight. Thanks for coming out to see me, Noriko.
That's messed up, yo. Aoi turns on her heel and strolls away. The click-clack of her shoes against the wet pavement echoing through the street.
Howie.
She doesn't hear me breathe her name as she disappears into the darkness. Poor girl. There has to be something I can do. Oh boy! Oh boy! This is where finally my first choice of the game. And I'm kind of scared because there we go. I don't know what to choose. You know what? I'm gonna I'm gonna commit to every decision I stick with. So good end, bad end, things like that. We'll see. But man, this is where the first choices after like what 3-ish hours. I'm like, which one should I pick? I don't even know how many endings there are. I have to make sure. I choose the right. Make the right choice. Oh, that's why. I was wondering why it turned off. Let's see. I'm gonna do how I would react. I'm gonna go after her. Yeah, we do that. We do that. Where's my chat? I lost my chat. There's my chat. Coin flip of doom. Nah. I'm gonna commit to any decisions I make. Yeah, we chasing after her, yo. Can't let her just walk away. Sad and helpless as she is. My legs lurched forward of their own volition, propelling my body through the rain-soaked street.
Owie! Owie, come back!
My shout echoes in the night, my weightless words falling through the air like the very rain that patters against my face. No. Awie's silhouette is just out of reach. If only my weak body could pick up its pace, I might be able to reach her before she fades away.
Stop!
Oh no, did I make the bad choice? Unexpected command fulfills its purpose. I halt, my shoes skidding along the wet ground. Always closer than I expected her to be. Perhaps due to some trick of the light and rain, she simply seemed farther away to my tired eyes.
Owie, please! Let me help you!
There's nothing to be done. Why can't you take a hint?
I made the wrong choice, y'all. I don't know if I should commit or not anymore. Oh shit! She's gonna die, is she? I don't know. Maybe she gonna die.
You just never give up, do you? You just want to smother me. You don't trust me to handle things on my own.
That's not it.
That's fair.
I just care for you so much.
Am I gonna get stabbed now? Is this my bad end?
You think you haven't made that clear in the past?
Rarely have I ever seen Aoi this angry. She's well past the point of being simply upset now. She's truly furious. Have I overstepped the boundary? Have I? I think I have. I'm probably gonna die now.
You're not my guardian angel, or my savior, or whatever. This is my life, Noriko. It's not your sick fantasy.
Owie,
Oops.
Shut up! Just shut up! You always take it one step too far. Just leave me alone.
Can't get another word in before she vanishes into the night. I reach a hand out into the darkness like some foolish attempt to stop her, but I know it's pointless. She made her thoughts perfectly clear. She doesn't need or want my help. Even if she cares for me, she doesn't love me in the same way I love her, and I don't think she ever will. I sigh and look up at the thick cloak of clouds above. The rain continues to fall. Rip! Today drags on and on. Since I don't work weekends, I never really know what to do with myself during my free time. Library yesterday was nice, but I don't want to hang out there again today. So far, I spent the day simply reading at home and brewing the occasional cup of tea to stave off my hunger. Keep checking my phone, but Aoi hasn't replied to any of my texts. Even when I call, she lets it go to voicemail. I don't even have any new requests to attend to. I was hoping I could get at least one this weekend to help occupy my time. Take a break from reading Strange Flower, I decide to browse through noise and see what's happening in my social circle. Though I'm not close to any of the people I'm connected to, save for Aoi, reading through their posts always lifts my mood. Rather annoyingly, the first post I come across is from Tomoe. Oh, 9 minutes ago. Bitches be tripping if they think they gonna steal my man. We thick as thieves. The garbled post is accompanied by a photo of her and Shinya getting cozy together. Shinya looks more than a little nervous. I would be willing to bet that Tomoe is the first girl he's ever snuggled like this. I can't quite figure out why she's so interested in him, or why he's into her for that matter. First, I thought Tomoe was just trying to bug me, to annoy me by pursuing someone she thought I wanted. But really, this is taking it too far, right? But I made it clear that I just don't care. As for Shinya, maybe that boy really is into the blow-up doll look. Guess I understand him less than I originally thought. Notice I've been frowning while looking at Tomoe's post. So I decided to slam my finger down the thumbs down button. A little text box below the post now reads, Noriko Kurosawa disliked this. The frown breaks and I smirk. Feels somewhat satisfying to publicly dislike Tomoe's posts. I can imagine Tomoe's face going tomato red when she reads the notification. Or, you know, maybe she's like, because that's what I do. That's what happens to me when haters or those kind of people, you know, dislike my stuff. I'm like, hey, I'm bothering you right now. As expected, it doesn't take long to find a post from Shinya himself. Not a character for him, but he's actually not posting about criminal cases and detective work for once. Shinya with capital S, Fujikawa, 13 hours ago. Never believed in love until I met her. Swept me off my feet and showed me how to become a better man. Makes me want to be the best person I can be. My heart goes out to my darling Tomoe. 2 days together and counting. 2 days. I look forward to every day because of you. Thank you. I involuntarily gag and continue scrolling. Nothing else in my news feed really compares to those last posts. My sister wrote something about her sucky job, and a few coworkers posted about how grief-stricken they were about Akane Tsurumaki passing away unexpectedly. Akane Tsurumaki, followed closely by Eiichi Hanada, and long before them both, Ruri Hatano, the one who started it all. 3 strangers, 3 people dead, all because of Corpse Girl. People wanted them dead, and because of that, I also wanted them dead. I won't forget their names. When Corpse Girl rises above the muck and filth in this world and becomes truly famous, I'll share a toast to their memories. Until then, I need to trudge forward. I need new targets, new victims, to launch Corpse Girl's name into the stars. Corpse Girl's website becomes more than an urban legend, more than a rumor whispered of in the shadows. Then, no, I need to take it slow. Can't get too far ahead of myself. Don't need to put in a lot of work before I can attain my goal. But the only way I can move forward is if more requests come through the website. There has to be a way to promote the site. Flashy advertising is out of the question. I don't want the site looking like a gimmick people can visit simply to pass the time. I need word of mouth. Testimonials. So far, the site has claimed 3 victims. I need the original requesters to spread the word about how effective this website really is. Yes, that would be perfect, but I obviously can't get in touch with them now. They remain anonymous when they request a death. No one would willingly put in their contact details when doing something so shady anyway. Sigh and scratch my head. Thinking about it like this won't do me any good. Maybe I should come back to it later. I reach for my laptop, sitting on the couch next to me. Maybe I'll just take one more look for new requests. Never know, right? I log into the administration panel of Corpse Girl's website and check for notifications. 1 new request. Request details. Today, 3:31 p.m. local time. Victim's phone. Downloading image attachment. Wait. 3:31 p.m.? This was submitted a few hours ago. What are the chances I would check into incoming requests so soon after receiving a new one? My heart begins to race as the attached photo downloads onto my computer. I'm excited about the prospect of working on new requests for the rest of the evening. Who will be the poor sucker to succumb to Corpse Girl's whims? Will another beautiful corpse be left in my wake? Oh! Damn! My heart skips a beat and my hands instantly turn cold. the hell? A photo of myself appears on the screen. The very same image I used for my company ID tag. Not smiling, in the photo or in real life. Is some kind of joke? Somebody has requested my death. Cute grill. Yeah, she's definitely on that. You know that spectrum of cute and psycho, like the crazy and hot scale. She's somewhere in that. More so on the psycho part. Somebody requested my death.
Somebody wants me dead?
And before it's Aoi because I screwed up. Oh, she crazy.
I can't believe it! It finally happened! I know exactly who requested my death! Tomoe!
Is it though? I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking it's Aoi because of that screw up from last time.
Stupid, vapid bitch!
Tomoe Watanabe, the one person who hates me more than I hate myself. Of course she's the one who uploaded my photo. Of course she wants Corpse Girl to take care of me. She's been looking for somebody to test the website on. Her noise post from the start of the week confirms that. And she's been getting increasingly obsessed with tormenting me lately. Don't get spoilers. I'm willing to bet that when I disliked her latest post, it finally triggered her to request my death.
Tomoe, you brainless whore! I am Corpse Girl!
In a fit of manic laughter, I set to work dismembering my photo. I want to make my corpse look so realistic that she'll think she really succeeded in getting me killed. Then, when her guard is down... Yo, let's go cray! June 1.
No sign of Sato yet? I wonder if she got held up.
Then should be cray cray, hell yeah!
It's not exactly professional to be late on your first day of work.
Grind my teeth and hope that Shinya can't sense my anxiety.
She'll be here.
I don't believe the bitter words that tumble out of my mouth. I send another message to Aoi's seemingly abandoned phone, not really expecting a reply.
Actually, she's not the only one absent. Tomoe isn't here either.
She doesn't need to tell me. I've been watching her desk like a hawk ever since I came in this morning. There's a small surprise waiting for her in her top desk drawer, courtesy of yours truly. I've been eagerly anticipating her arrival for an hour now.
We had a late night last night, so I wonder if she woke up on time.
I taste something foul in my mouth. I don't really need Shinya's recap of his night with Tomoe.
Don't you have work to do?
Of course, I need to.
His vocalized thoughts trail off as he wanders away. I return my focus on the keyboard in front of me. As I type, letters scroll across my screen, seemingly slower than usual. No Aoi, no Tomoe. The static drone of the office environment is just as loud as ever, but without those two here, something feels off. Aoi shouldn't be missing her first day of work. And what you want about Tomoe? At the very least, she's punctual. For her to be late, very unusual.
Kurosawa, a word, if you please.
I was gonna say something, but I forgot. A soft but sharp voice snaps me out of my thoughts. Look up to find a middle-aged woman standing over me, one hand beckoning in an intimidating fashion. Otomi Ida, executive who oversees a lot of the juniors on this floor. I deal with her a few times a week. She's a serious and critical person, but I've seen a warmer side of her when she chats with colleagues of her own level.
Miss Ida, did you need something?
Please, come with me.
Oh no, am I in trouble? I reluctantly rise from my chair and follow her through the office. She leads me to one of the glass screen cubicles that line one wall of the office. Special spaces reserved for meetings and temporary workstations.
Take a seat.
Follow her instruction, sitting down on one of the bright and colorful plastic chairs that fill the small enclosure.
A new employee was supposed to start work today. Sato, an acquaintance of yours, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right. I've been trying to get in contact with her.
I see. You understand that it doesn't reflect well on Sato's character if she can't arrive on time for her first day of work, correct?
Yes, I understand. Believe me, it is very out of the ordinary for her to do something like this.
I'm sure. Fujikawa recommended Sato for the job based on your personal request. You need to be aware that since Fujikawa holds rank over you, he is the one who will be reprimanded for hiring an unsuitable employee. Now, I wouldn't go so far as to say that he will be punished. Rather, his recommendations will be denied for the foreseeable future. And any attempt he makes to climb the ladder, so to speak, will be vehemently refused by the other executives.
Yo, that's not right. I get a water refill.
Isn't that a bit extreme? All of that because of one temp employee that didn't show up for work?
What's wrong with people? Wrong with people in this game, yo? What the hell? So many disproportionate reactions to stuff. Holy.
That's the way these things go. I've seen it dozens of times.
Really now?
The reason I'm telling you this is because you should feel some sort of responsibility to apologize to Fujikawa.
I had no idea. Honestly,
Enough. This isn't an open discussion. Apologize to Fujikawa, and see if he will find it in his heart to forgive you. And please advise him to seek employment elsewhere. I don't foresee his career with us flourishing anytime soon. That's all.
Tomi abruptly exits the cubicle and leaves me alone, sitting in a stupid-looking green plastic chair. Take some time to compose my thoughts before also walking out. I don't know what to say to Shinya. I don't even know if I should say anything. Surely Kotomi's being a bit extreme and effectively halting Shinya's career at Temujin. If they do that for every no-show, they'd never have anyone willing to hire. Exactly. This is all because I recommended Aoi for the job. I feel like an idiot, but how was I to know that Aoi would prove unreliable? I mean, this game is based on kind of like Japan, so I don't know how much of that is real, but like I don't think it's like this. Or maybe I just work at a really good company. I don't know. Still, it's far too extreme. Kotomi's out of line. Something else is at play here. I can feel it. Maybe Kotomi wants Shinya gone for her own reasons, but I can't imagine why. He's a junior employee and not exactly the type to step on anyone's toes and make enemies. I return to my desk in a bit of a huff and slump in my swivel chair. Eyes fall on the empty can of coffee next to my computer screen and begin to wish I'd purchased more than one this morning. Glancing over the top of my screen, I can see that Tomoe still hasn't arrived. Maybe I'll have to wait until tomorrow for her to find the gift I left for her. Sure she'll love it. Now, is that because I chose wrong? I don't think so. I don't think the game would change that drastically. No, I don't think it'll change that drastically. So, I don't know what effect my choice made, but I should save. Gonna. Did I overwrite this? I'm gonna overwrite this. Because this one I'm gonna replay for the other choice. Bang. Theory, he wouldn't sleep with the boss, so she just needs a way to get rid of him. Probably. Knowing how messed up this company is. I don't enjoy my walk home through the park this evening as much as I normally do. I don't see cause and effect between the decision and that outcome. Probably, yeah. Like, she was still pretty messed up, so I think she wasn't gonna show up either way. The only main difference is kind of like the bond I made, I guess. There are too many things weighing on my mind. Aoi, Tomoe, Shinya, and Kotomi. Why is it that I'm increasingly finding myself drawn into office drama? I don't want to deal with any of it. I want to pursue my own goals. Working at the office is a means to an end. A way to keep a roof over my head and have the money achieve Corpse Girl's ambitions. I could quit, I would, but I can't. Not just yet. I wonder if I could monetize Corpse Girl's services. Users could pay a fee to request a death, or I could even just accept donations. But I get the sinking feeling that asking for money will reduce the amount of requests I get. The number of requests coming in is already depressingly low. If I reduce it any further, I'd be in trouble. Oh. As I draw closer to my apartment building, my phone cries out for attention. I bring it to my ear with a swift hand.
Aoi? Noriko.
Oh, hey.
What's the deal? I've been trying to get in touch with you all day. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I couldn't bring myself to come into the office. Yeah, well, I gathered that. Tell me why. You know, just the stuff I normally have to deal with.
The stuff?
For real? What are we talking about here? Stalkers? Or your own battles? I left the apartment twice. I really did. But I had to go back inside each time because it didn't feel right. I had to check a few things and then check again and...
Oh, kind of like, obsessive compulsive or something?
In the end, I gave up and laid in bed. I must have fallen asleep, because when I looked at the time, it was already late.
I sigh angrily and hope that Aoi doesn't hear me.
Alright. It sounds like you had a rough day. I'm sorry, but the situation isn't great. I'm just going to be honest with you, okay? I don't think they'll be happy with you if you come in tomorrow. If I were you, I'd write a polite letter of resignation and just forget about the job. Shinya's been kind of thrown under the bus because of this. Shinya? Why? I'm not too sure myself. Since he got you the job, I suppose he was somewhat responsible for you. But because you didn't come in, it sounds like his career's in real jeopardy. Oh God. Oh no! Take a breath. You didn't know something like this would happen. I didn't either. I think this one exec has it out for him or something because it's too much of an overreaction. I can't believe it. I never wanted to cost him his job. I know. You didn't mean for this to happen. Look, I'll try and smooth things out a little. I'll talk to Shinya tomorrow. You need to look after yourself right now, okay?
Promise me you'll just take it easy tonight and relax.
Okay.
Forget this ever happened. Noriko will look after everything.
Thank you, Noriko.
Okay. Get some rest. Talk to you soon, Aoi.
Bye-bye.
And the call with a heavy heart. I don't actually have any idea what to do. When it comes to Aoi, I always feel obligated to just tell her anything that will help her feel better. And I think that's the main problem. I could actually follow through with my words and genuinely make things better for her, then maybe we'd have a bit of a different relationship than we do now. But I probably missed my opportunity for that a long time ago. In high school, I was never really truly understanding of her, and that cost me too much. Things are different now, of course. I've seen what she goes through. I'd like to think I understand her a lot more now. Feelings for her are true and not muddled in sympathy or pity. This was a different life, and I hadn't made all those stupid mistakes. I would be happy to be with her. But for now, the best I can hope for is that she wants to remain friends with me, and that'll have to be enough to satisfy me.
Yo.
Oh hey, it's you! A trickle of icy sweat drips down my spine. In the near distance, sitting on a bench close to the park's exit is an easily recognizable figure.
Come here.
She's dressed differently now! Hey! I freeze in my tracks. My body wants to keep walking, to reach the familiar safety of my home, but my brain is engaging its fight or flight mode. Torn between my options, I find myself completely stationary.
Come on, I won't hurt you.
Tomoe.
No doubt in my mind that she's been waiting for me here all afternoon. She knows my route home, and that's obvious since I last encountered her and Shinya in this very same park. Can't help but tense up as she leaps off the bench and approaches me.
You're into weird shit, right? Like occult stuff?
You gonna name drop Corpse Girl's website?
Maybe? Is that what you came here to ask me?
Nah, just listen, okay? I wanted the opinion of someone freakier than me.
Really knows how to flatter a girl.
It's kinda dumb, you know, but have you heard of that Corpse Girl website thing?
Oh. Maybe it wasn't Aoi. Who does she think she's talking to? More importantly, how should I respond?
I've heard rumors.
Yeah, right? I heard rumors too, so I checked it out. I thought the whole thing was really funny. Like, could it be for real? Anyway, maybe I kinda used it to request a death.
Is that so?
Tomoe has pretty much straight up admitted that she was the one who requested my death. After all, I know exactly how many requests come through the site. The latest one had to have been from her.
Yeah, and, well, you know how the site works, right?
Fill me in.
All you do is put in a photo of a bitch and her phone number. Then she's supposed to drop dead. Simple as that. Thing is, no one knows how it works, or if it works, actually.
Right. Okay, so you requested somebody's death, and what happened?
Well...
Alright, this is it. Oops. Caught her red, but it's in green. Caught her red-handed.
You see, the dumb bitch went and died.
Hey, yo. Think a few times. Positive I didn't hear that right.
What did you say?
The chick whose photo I uploaded. She's deader than a doorknob.
Who is Tomoe referring to? My mind is racing frantically, scanning through the list of Corpse Girl's victims over the past few months. The only person who have died recently are Akane Tsurumaki and Eiichi Hanada. Tomoe is talking about a female, so that rules out Eiichi. Oh, she was the one who submitted the first girl. And that's why she was freaked out when she was freaked out when the death was announced in the company. And there's Ruri Hatano, but she died a long time ago. Last year, in fact. Really, Tomoe wasn't the one who requested her death. Way too long ago for her to be bringing it up now. That leads me to believe that the only person Tomoe could be talking about is Akane Tsurumaki. Whereas somebody else died. Somebody I never found out. That's impossible. I've been so thorough in searching for the results of my work. The only victim that Tomoe could be talking about is Akane. And it makes sense too, because they're in the same company, right? But wait, no. That still can't be right. Tomoe requested my death. Somebody, Tomoe, uploaded my photo to Corpse Girl's website just recently. I take a deep breath, swallow hard, and open my mouth.
Tomoe, what you're saying is really serious. Are you sure this person died?
Yep, no doubt. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about. If you're good with this occult junk, how do you think she died from a website? Do you reckon my request really killed her? Cause I don't really want this shit on my conscience, you know?
I don't know what to say.
Come on. I was only really joking around with the website. Didn't think for a second that it could really work. But now, this bitch is cold in the ground, and I can't sleep at night. Keeping Shinya close is the only thing making me calm lately.
Tomoe seems to be showing a little remorse, which I didn't think she had in her. If she thought the website was a joke, then fair enough. It's only natural that she'd want to play around with it. Then again, I'm kind of offended that she figured the whole thing was fake. Corpse Girl has worked too damn hard to be considered a joke. But I want to get to the bottom of this. I need to find out whose death Tomoe requested. More importantly, the question of who requested my own death remains unanswered.
Tomoe, what's the name of the person you requested to die?
Her name? Oh, you might know her. It was that skank from our office, Akane Tsurumaki.
Oh, plot twist. Sure enough, he's well and truly dead. Tomoe isn't wrong in believing the website killed Akane. Tomoe once posted on Noise about wanting to try the website, and she was waiting for someone to try it on. If I recall correctly, the request for Akane's death came through Corpse Girl's website shortly after I read that post. Perhaps Tomoe made the request on the very same day. So then, Tomoe was the one responsible. I assumed the person who requested Akane's death was someone in our office, but I never figured out it would be a junior data entry temp like Tomoe. How did Tomoe even know Akane? I can't see how their paths would have crossed in such a large office building.
Yo, Psycho, you in there?
Snap out of my thoughts and meet Tomoe's dead-eyed glaze.
Your professional opinion, can a website really kill someone?
I'm torn between giving two replies. Am I gonna choose? I can state that I believe the website worked and therefore help increase Corpse Girl's credibility, or play it safe and make sure I'm not suspected of any involvement. Coward that I am, I decide to play it safe.
No, absolutely not. A website can't kill someone.
Yeah, I figured. Guess it's just a coincidence that she died.
Or maybe not.
You reckon I'm not guilty then? I didn't really want the bitch dead anyway. I was just mucking around.
Yeah, you're not guilty.
Thank God. That's a real weight off my elbows, you know?
Elbows.
Mm-hmm.
I sure as shit won't mess around with sites like that again, though. I'm gonna play it real straight from now on.
I'm gonna kill him myself.
I gotta get my life together. I got a man to look after now.
Right. Well, good luck with that. I need to get home.
All I want right now is to get back and figure out who the hell uploaded a photo of me to the website. My mind is reeling and I'm not in the right headspace to listen to Tomoe's drivel any longer.
Hey, for what it's worth, which ain't much. Thanks. Thanks for putting my mind at ease. I know we ain't always seen eye to eye, and... well, nah. That's about it for now.
Is she actually respectable? For a fleeting moment, I imagined she was about to apologize for assaulting me last week. A possibility disappeared from my mind almost as soon as it had appeared.
See you tomorrow.
She waves, almost sheepishly. Wanders back through the park in the direction I came from. Right. Time to go home. Can't relax until I know who requested my death. There's gonna be like that plot twist where Aoi is like, you know, the meek, shy, quiet character is actually kind of crazy, and then Tomoe is like the nasty, abrasive woman who's actually really nice. I wouldn't put it past this game to do something like that. Also, I accidentally scrolled up. What did I miss? If it wasn't for Tomoe, then this situation could be a lot more serious than I originally thought. If it wasn't because of my petty squabbles with her, then... someone really wants me dead. Yeah, at least the type to bite when pushed too far, yeah. Ooh. Can't sleep. It's past 3 a.m. Countless hours have passed since I started trying to figure out who requested my death. I've run through every possible candidate and their potential reasons 1,000 times. I replayed every encounter I've ever had with every person I've ever met, and drawing a blank. I don't know who wants me dead. I'm not so vain to think that everybody likes me. Sure as hell, a lot of people don't like me very much at all. But does anyone not like me enough to want me dead? To nominate me for Corpse Girl is to claim as her prey. I take a little solace in the fact that my life isn't actually in danger. Corpse Girl's victims are only brought low by my hand. Though, my convictions are strong and I never refuse a request. Taking my own life is absolutely out of the question. This is the one and only request I will ever refuse, and it's not for the sake of my own life, but rather for the sake of Corpse Girl's continued existence. I will not let her die and be buried with me. However, now that I've eaten of the knowledge that somebody genuinely wants me dead, I can't cure my upset stomach. No amount of mental reassurance will quell the sickness rising inside of me. Top candidates are, of course, those closest to me. I've crossed Tomoe off the list. Her relief at knowing Akane Tsuramaki's death wasn't her fault convinced me that she wouldn't make the mistake of messing with the website twice. To the fact that she came for me for reassurance, well, safe to say that she's not the person I'm looking for. That leaves people I deal with on a daily basis. Aoi Sato, my best friend since junior high, the first person I ever fell for. She rejected me gracefully during our senior high. So gracefully that we still remain friends to this day. You want me dead? Doubtful. She wouldn't even report her stalker, a guy who she's apparently related to the police because she didn't want him arrested. There's Shinya Fujikawa, another acquaintance from school and now my coworker. He's even gone so far as to call us friends now that we're connected on noise. Never been romantically interested in him, but was under the false impression that he had feelings for me. He's a wannabe detective, but he doesn't have the competence to follow in his father's footsteps. He doesn't strike me as the type who want somebody dead, let alone go through requesting somebody's death. Still, quiet, guarded people like him can really surprise you. When you take those three out of the equation, the people I deal with daily are very few. They're the higher-ups and execs at work like Kotomi Ida, but our dealings are so short and simple that I'm sure I barely even register on their radar. I extend my list of candidates to include people that I don't deal with regularly, but who are still technically part of my life, then that list gets a little more interesting and harder to narrow down. Kenji and Momogawa, father and daughter living in my apartment building. They're sweet, kind, and considerate. I can imagine they want to kill me unless I'm really using up too much of their internet bandwidth. They just can't take it anymore. My elder sister, of course, Yuriko Kurosawa. We haven't talked in over a year at least. It is that girl from the beginning. Is it? Did they say her name? Like in the prologue? With the blonde-haired girl who died? Scum. Probably not the type to randomly elect her own sister for death. Probably. She's on parole, so I have to believe she wouldn't do anything to jeopardize her freedom. There's Mother. Asuna Kurosawa. Simply not in the position to submit my details to Corpse Girl's website. Struggling brain can't think of anyone else currently in my life. I think they only called her last name. I don't remember. They did say she was on. She went to prison, so it might be her. I don't know. Might just be a case of, you know, names the same, but we shall see. I have a very small social circle. It's true. The people that fill my noise feed have either already been named on this list, or they're from such a small, long ago part of my life that they wouldn't even remember I exist anymore. Then suddenly, without warning, a face pops into my mind with startling clarity. Guy from the library. Kojiro, was it? Kojiro, with no surname? It was bizarre. Eccentric. Didn't seem like the type of person that gets outside much. Kinda like me, I suppose. His eyes were so clear it was unnerving. They say the eyes are the window to the soul, but I couldn't see anything of substance through his lenses. Out of everyone I've mentally listed, he seems like the person most capable of taking someone's life. Just a biased opinion based on little to no knowledge of him. The impression he gives. I think it's our older sister. Same name and on parole. Yeah, and this happened like 3 months before the prologue? 3 weeks before the prologue or something like that? However, I have to ask myself, would he want me dead? Me. The person he met one time at the library. In addition, a photo of me that was uploaded to my website was from Temujin's corporate system. The very same picture that I wear my ID tag. How would Kojiro have accessed it? If I was gonna upload a photo of me, he would have found my noise profile and used an image from one of the albums. There aren't too many photos of me on there, but there are enough to identify me. The guy's suspicious, but I think he's the one I'm looking for. Yet, I can't get his face out of my mind. On a whim, I snatch up my phone from beside me and unlock the screen. Bright light shines like a beacon in the darkness and nearly blinds me, but I squint and navigate to the noise app. Kojiro, he told me his noise tag, didn't he? I can remember it. It'll save me the hassle of having to look through hundreds of profiles with the same name just to find him. What was it? Not Kojiro? No, too simple. Koji something. Type different variations until an auto-predicted result pops up. Not Koji. That's the one. The info in his About Me section is pretty vague, but judging from the display photo, I'm certain this is the right guy. Just your average guy, taking my days one at a time. Introvert. Antisocial, anti-establishment, anti-everything, lol. I like peanut butter, though. Scroll through his feed and see that he hasn't posted anything for quite some time. His most recent post is from about a year ago, and it's just an updated version of his display picture where he has cropped out a woman's face and body so the focus is just on him. I open up a direct message to him and start typing. Hey, is this Kojiro from the library? Noriko. Kurosawa. Since it's past 3 AM, I'm not expecting a reply until I instantly receive a message in response. Oh, hey. Late night. He replied so quickly. He's just staring at his phone. Swallow and gather the nerve to ask him what's on my mind. What's on... Yeah. Yes, I can't sleep. Have you heard of Corpse Girl's website? The screen states he's currently typing a message, but then the notification simply disappears and no message comes through. Is he ignoring me? Then... Yes. So he does know about the website. Question is, was he already familiar with it? Or did he just look it up after I mentioned it? What are your thoughts? Is it real? Yes, love it. Big fan. Me too. Have you used it? No. Well, no. Not yet. Not yet. Don't hate anyone enough. Hard to get a sense of his emotions through his replies. I can't tell if he's being sincere or not. Have you used it? Tell me. Tell me details. How does it work? Does it work? Oh, I haven't used it, but it's popular in my office? I don't know why I wrote that or why I ended the message with a question mark. Shake my head and wait for a response. Okay, let me know if you use it. Might be work for me. Might be work for me. What does he mean by that? Work? Yes. I store cadavers. Oh. Dispose of it later. I don't understand. So like a morgue director? Assistant? Funeral director? Hospital morgue. There we go. Storage and disposal. He works at a morgue? Noticed the strange smell in his clothes when we met, and now it makes sense. I gag a little and suppress the urge to vomit. So if someone dies and they get sent to you? Even for like suicides and murders? Yeah, he's a mortician. Yes, all sorts. Of course, a crash victim. I have to mix and match limbs. Have you ever received the victim of Corpse Girl's website? Possible to know. Maybe. Who can say? Have a name. Name? Can he look up the names of bodies he's received? Can you look up such a thing? Yes. Cadavers are ID'd, mostly. Know a victim? Did I ask? Well, doing so put me under the suspicion of being associated with Corpse Girl. Give the name of the office lady. Be like, how did you know? Oh, well, this person asked me. Hello? I can look now, at work. Start to nervously bite my fingernails. I know that I won't gain anything from finding out if he's dealt with any of the victims, but... morbid curiosity tends to get the better of me. Sometimes I just have to know. Akane Tsurumaki. Okay, a second. No, correct spelling? Got an M Tsurumaki and Akane Tsurumi. Alright, close though. Okay, more names. Eiichi Hanada. How did... you can't explain that. One sec. Yes. Crash victim. Bad. I remember him. He's still here, actually. I can't believe what I'm reading. Eiichi Hanada ended up at Kojiro's morgue and he's still there? Really? How long do they store bodies? Depends. Up to 2 days for autopsy. No autopsy for him. No need. He just sits here. Cold chamber. 31 BB. Family don't collect, then cremation. Cremation, what do you mean by disposal? Yep. Yes, mostly. Friend of yours? Not exactly. But he's Corpse Girl's victim? Said so. Well, I don't know. You said so. Interesting. Uh-oh. I'll look at him again. Really, there's no need for that. Okay, I won't tell. How did you do it? I swallow hard. What does he mean? Hello? How did I do what? How did you kill him? Oh, shit. Messed up. He knows. Kojiro's figured out who I am. See, and that's why you just stick with you don't give too much details, yo. In a panic, I slam my phone down. I can hear the constant vibration against the bed as Kojiro continues to message me. Man's as sharp as a razor. Yeah, man. Oof. What do I do? Can I make something up to convince him that I'm not responsible for Eiichi's death? Will he even buy it? By not responding to him straight away, I've probably inadvertently proven my own guilt. I picked up my phone between my trembling thumb and forefinger. I hold it delicately as though it suddenly becomes some sort of evidence that I don't want covered in my fingerprints. In a way, that's completely true. I stare at the messages from Kojiro. Hey, you there? Hello? I better reply. I have to say something. Maybe, just maybe, I can throw him off my trail. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't kill anyone. That's the wrong answer. Not exactly a lie. Yes, true. Corpse Girl killed him. No name entry in Corpse Girl's website. You knew his name and you knew he died. Ergo, you requested his death. Wait, this is good. This is far better than him believing I'm Corpse Girl. He thinks I'm just a fan of the website that submitted a request. I have to run with this. Can't let him know the actual truth. Okay, you got me. That's what a guilty person would say. Exactly. I didn't kill anyone. Ha! Wow, mad. So the site is real. Amazing. This is exciting. Are you happy he's dead? I decided to take a leaf out of Tomoe's book and act more innocent than I really am. Not really. I just made the request on a whim to see what would happen. I didn't think it would really work. Wow, so you didn't hate the guy, Eiichi? No, I never met him. I found his photo on the internet. Incredible. Corpse Girl kills with just a photo. Doesn't even need a name. How many Vicks I got here? Lol. Have to go. Clocking off soon. Talk later. Jiro's status immediately changes to offline. Breathe a sigh of relief. I think he bought the lie. Surely I'm in the clear. The whole conversation was an exercise in stupidity. I nearly shot myself in the foot because of my own insatiable curiosity. I shouldn't have contacted Kojiro at all. The only positive thing to come out of this is learning that Kojiro works at a hospital morgue. I could potentially take advantage of this, but my sleep-deprived brain can't quite work out how. Well, do all that later. For now, I really need to sleep. What time is it? 2 minutes? 2 hours? I can go for a little bit more, I guess. So let's find a good place to end this, and then that's it for now. My alarm erupts with a shrieking scream and scares me awake. My eyes don't open immediately, and instead, I find myself tossing and turning, trying to bury my face in my pillow. Can't have had more than 2 hours of sleep, and now it's already time to get up and go to work. How in the hell am I gonna function today? I drag my heavy body from the bed and slide into the pair of slippers resting on the floor. With a yawn and stretch, I leave my bedroom. I stand in the kitchenette, connected to the living room for a few moments, completely absent-minded. I open the refrigerator and stare blankly at the dismal contents. Small tub of peach yogurt sits on the top shelf, and a half-empty jug of oolong tea rests at the bottom. I grab the yogurt, peel off the lid. Without even fetching a spoon, I simply pour a little into my mouth. I consume about half the tiny portion and wipe my mouth before throwing the leftovers in the trash can. That'll be enough to spike my energy for the morning. When you normally run on an empty stomach, any amount of calories can work as a pick-me-up. Make a mental note to collect 2 or 3 cans of coffee from the convenience store on my way to work. They should carry me through the rest of the day. The rest of the early morning is spent applying makeup and getting dressed. I'm out the door at the same time as every other day. Stop myself from nodding off my desk, I decided to rearrange my personal effects. Having something to focus on is a great way to fight off sleep. Like the other employees here, I don't tend to keep too much at my workspace, yet it still manages to feel cluttered somehow. Wasteful AF. Yeah, put it back in the fridge, yo. Next to my computer monitor are 3 little figurines that I collected from toy capsule machines. They're a set of anthropomorphic coffee cans that were released as a promotional campaign for my favorite coffee brand. Each figure is about the size of my thumb. They're cute little things, and when you put a coin in the capsule machine, you never know which character you're gonna get. So far, I've managed to collect Captain Cafe au Lait, Lieutenant Long Black, and Madame Macchiato. If I remember correctly, there are 2 more I still need to get. But the capsule machines seem to be out of rotation now, because they've been replaced with a different series of toys. If I ever want to collect the remaining figures, I'll probably need to buy them online. Oh well. Not super invested in having to own all of them. I give each tiny figure a bit of dusting and set them back up next to my monitor. They're all standing up straight and facing forward. Satisfied that they're tidy, I look to the small tray of drawers that sits in my desk. I mainly just store papers and office memos in them. They're not really big enough to hold anything much larger than documents. I rummage through the drawers and discard a few old notices that aren't relevant anymore. When I'm done, I file away a couple of loose papers that have been floating around my desk for the last week. That complete, I straighten up my keyboard so it's parallel with my mousepad. I give the keyboard a thorough dusting, then lean back in my chair to admire my work. The desk looks much nicer now. Clean workspace invites a clear state of mind, or so my coworkers would have me believe. Clean my desk. Just looking at my desk right now, damn, I should clean up. Maybe I'll buy into that a little bit, now that I can see the effects for myself. Corner of my eyes catch a glimpse of blonde hair, and I turn to watch Tomo enter the office. Nods at Shinya, she walks by his desk and continues nonchalantly toward her own workspace. Her desk is in my line of sight. I have the perfect vantage to watch her put her belongings down and take a seat. I feel a sudden stirring of excitement as she sits down. It's almost as if I'm anticipating something to happen. Something supposed to happen to Tomo yesterday? Have I forgotten something important? Oh, the present she left. She probably photoshopped herself into a corpse and then put a photo in her desk. I think that's what happened. My tired mind can't focus on these thoughts. I try to ignore the mild surge of adrenaline that started pulsing through me when she took her seat. I distract myself by starting up my computer and looking over the list of today's tasks. It looks as though I need to correct a few entries I uploaded to the company server yesterday. In my previously distracted state, it's possible I made a few typographical errors. That's fair enough. I'll get to work on correcting the data. I open up a few programs, listening to the whirring of my computer tower, nearly drowned out in the clamor of the office environment. The next sound I hear eclipses the noise of the computer and the office, completely and absolutely. A terrified shriek slices through the air like a knife, leaving a deathly ringing silence in its wake. I scramble to my feet purely out of instinct, scanning for the source of the scream. I don't have to look very far before my eyes fall upon just distressed Tomoe, kneeling on the floor and clutching her face. She's on the ground next to her desk, staring down unblinkingly, her fingers white from the strain of clawing at her own head. In the sudden chaos of people rushing to her side, I somehow managed to notice that one of the drawers on her desk is wide open. An open drawer? As tired and exhausted as I am, the significance of the open drawer isn't lost on me. I immediately realized why my body subconsciously felt excited when Tomoe came into the office this morning. I left something in her desk drawer. Something I wanted her to find. Yesterday's obsession with discovering the identity of the one who requested my death caused me to forget my rebellious strike against Tomoe. I left something in her drawer yesterday, thinking she was the one who submitted my photo on the website. Then, she didn't come into work and it completely slipped my mind. After she confessed to requesting Akane Tsurumaki's death, I erased my suspicion of her being the one who targeted me, but I didn't remove the item from her drawer. I'm in deep shit now. Before I can even lurch forward from my desk, Tomoe turns her head to face me. Cold, grim eyes lock onto mine, refusing to let go. A trickle of her crimson blood seeps from her scalp, where her fingernails pierced her skin during her panic scream. Swallowing my nervousness, I break eye contact with her and stare down at the flat object that was the focus of her outcry. It's a familiar photograph, a printed image on glossy paper. Traditional, old school, and just as effective as I'd hope. Though, I can't make out all the detail from this distance. The composition of the photo doesn't elude my memory. It depicts my very own corpse, toppled backward over a tombstone. A bloody slash traces across my neck, and a laceration lines my stomach, and a knife protrudes from my breast. Black hair is a tangled mess. My dark eyeliner smeared and smudged. The grimace on my face is the unmistakable mask of death. Noriko Kurosawa, stoic and unflinching in death. Noriko Kurosawa, dead atop a random tombstone in some nameless cemetery. A bizarre yet ultimately unremarkable way to die. Suits me perfectly. I'm proud of the work that went into this photo. The objective was to punish Tomoe for requesting my death, to create a work of art so horrific that she would beg for forgiveness when she found me still breathing. The scene playing out before me is unlike anything I'd imagined. Tomoe's face is scrunched up with hatred, the veins in her forehead threatening to burst and shower the office with sanguine gore at any given second. Whether or not she thinks this is some sick prank is beyond my knowledge. All I can decipher from her expression is that she is likely to strangle me given the opportunity. But perhaps I'm jumping ahead of myself. Why do I automatically assume that she believes I'm guilty of putting the photo in her drawer? I mean, aren't I the victim in this image? Perhaps she actually...
Who the fuck is responsible for this?
She howls like a wounded animal, a battered and beaten pup. Oop. Backed into a corner. Clutching the photo from now torn from her bloodied fingernails, she stands and plants her feet firmly on the floor, steadfast, stern, resolute, a bulwark of immovable fury. All eyes are upon her. The bleached, blonde gal girl with an antagonizing attitude is the center of attention in the office.
This photo is disgusting! Absolutely sick! Who made it?
The confused and puzzled faces of the 20 or so employees huddled around. Obvious that no one really knows what Tomoe is talking about. The photo is small, and with her clutching it tightly and waving it around frantically, it's impossible for anyone to make out the detail. I'm bold enough to assume that no one else has managed to properly glimpse it yet. And maybe I can prevent our coworkers from getting a closer look if I act fast. I dart out from behind my desk and approach Tomoe.
Let me see.
Tomoe aggressively thrusts the photo toward me. I take a cursory look at it and gasps loudly to add credibility to my acting. The Adopting a fake countenance of shock, I grab Tomoe by the shoulder and pull her close to me. Bow my head against hers, so we stand intimately in the middle of a crowd, forehead to forehead, our eyes fixated on one another. I hope my beating heart isn't loud enough for Tomoe to notice as we stand against each other. I need water. One sec. I whisper softly, my pulse quickening as I try to make my words sound urgent and confident, rather than broken and anxious.
Come with me. I need to talk to you.
Tomoe tenses and stiffens, but murmurs something that sounds like an agreement. I pull away from her and grab her wrist to lead her out of the office. We exit from the throng of onlookers scratching their heads and dart towards the elevator. Shinya says nothing as we pass him. He just looks on with a pale face. The elevator ride down is silent and awkward, but eventually the doors open to reveal the ground floor lobby. We weave between the scattered couches and sculptures, making a frantic dash for the exit. We finally emerge outside into the brisk morning air. Trying hard to catch my breath, I notice Tomoe isn't nearly as exhausted as I am. I want to chalk up my wheezing condition to lack of sleep, but I know that's just an excuse for my poor physical fitness. Tomoe is still holding the photo in her hand. She looks at it once more in disgust and faces me with one hand on her hip.
You want to tell me what the fuck this is?
Look, it's difficult to explain, but I'll try my best.
I want to find out who planted this in my drawer! And look at this!
She thrusts the photo at me once again. She uses the point of her thumb to indicate the timestamp printed at the bottom of the image.
It's got yesterday's date on it. A photo of your dead body, as if you've already been killed. But here you stand.
Sure enough, the photo bears yesterday's date. The time states 9:06 p.m. I marked it as such when I was under the belief that Tomoe would find it yesterday morning. I wanted her to anxiously wait out the day until my death accompanied the rising moon. As that didn't go down the way I planned, the confusion on Tomoe's face is now self-explanatory.
I just can't believe that corpse girl wants you dead.
What did she say? Yo, what?
Huh?
This is just like what happened to Akane Tsurumaki when I requested her death. The police found a photo of her own dead body on her phone when they investigated how she died.
What? Is this public knowledge? How did I not know this?
And now you've got a similar photo. Does that mean Corpse Girl is trying to kill ya? But it doesn't make sense. It's already past the time it says here.
That clears her out. Oh, my bad. Yeah, that rules her out.
And why was the photo in my desk drawer? What do I gotta do with it?
Somebody goofed. They thought that was her. That was Noriko's desk. I'm still reeling from the information about Akane Tsurumaki, and the police discovered the corpse photo on her phone. Of course they did. Of course they'd investigate her death. It was foolish of me to assume the photo wouldn't come to light. Tomoe grits her teeth and tenderly touches a finger to the bloody cut on her scalp. Places her fingernail slashed in anguish. Looks at her fingertip in revulsion and sighs.
Look, maybe it's my fault that Akane Tsurumaki ended up down the well. Maybe it's not.
Down the well?
The least I can do is make sure that the fucking corpse girl doesn't come to get you as well. You ain't my friend or nothing, but sluts gotta stick it out together, right? I don't want another cold bitch on my conscience.
She actually a nice person. I feel like these are the most touching words Tomoe could string together. I'm flattered she wants to protect me.
Tomoe, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, I kinda do, you know? You comforted me a little when I came to you about the dead skank. Made me feel like I wasn't totally to blame, yeah? You might not be as much of a psycho as I thought. Might be a heart beating behind that flat chest.
Hey, bitch.
Okay. Thanks.
Unexpectedly, the brash and brazen girl beams at me brightly.
I'm putting you under 24-hour surveillance. Corpse Girl's gonna have to crack my skull open before she goes sticking her fingers into yours.
Tomoe, really, that's not necessary.
She actually nice? She's actually nice, okay. I figure out a way to convey I'm not really in any danger. Well, immediate danger at any rate. It's true that there's someone out there who wants me dead badly enough to have requested it through the site. It's Shinya. Shinya, isn't it? As far as the threat of Corpse Girl coming to get me goes, perfectly safe. I resign myself to simply staring blankly at Tomoe, the girl I hold so much disdain for. Oh, I should choose my next words carefully. Tomoe is prone to violent outbursts, even at the best of times. There we go. So we have three selections. Which one? Which one? You know, if Noriko wasn't constantly starving herself, maybe her brain would function well. True. But then again, it kind of makes sense. You know what? She's nice. She's actually nice. If she's gonna a bit abrasive, but she's nice. Let's see. You know what? Yeah. Oh, we'll give her this. We'll give her this since she's actually, I think she's actually pretty nice.
I'd feel better with you looking after me.
You're damn right. Ain't no one gonna protect you as good as me.
Tomoe reaches forward and ruffles my hair in a tomboyish manner. I grimace and bear it until she's satisfied and retracts her arm with a laugh.
Now what are we gonna do?
What do you mean, we?
I don't totally believe this corpse girl person really exists, but still. Something or other killed Akane Tsurumaki. Pretty sure it wasn't suicide, what with the photo and all. Since you got one of them photos too, I reckon someone's out to get you.
Yeah, about that.
How about we hunker down at my place after work? Gals night in, right? If someone tries to break down the door to get to you, I'll show them what's what.
She really is insistent. I almost can't believe this is the same girl that slapped me across the face last week. Like we could almost be friends at this rate, but what happens when she finds out I'm not actually in any danger? You think I used her? Betrayed her? Or if she finds out I'm Corpse Girl, would that probably be the trigger that provokes her into slashing my throat herself? Tired as I am, feeling weak of will, I simply nod.
Sure. Let's go to your place after work.
Yeah, that's what's up! We'll do a snack run, okay? Gotta have chocolate and cake on a night like this.
All of a sudden, she freezes and stares intently into my eyes.
Shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's fine. Snacks sound good.
Hey, don't feel pressured to eat, okay? I got a big appetite, so nothing will go to waste.
She grins, looking proud of herself. My expression softens somewhat. Somehow, Tomoe is displaying the minimum amount of human decency and yet very touching. Somehow broken down a wall between us and removed the animosity that has hung in the air since the day we met. Suddenly, she reaches out her hand and the photograph held gently between her fingers.
Here. Better you have it than me.
Looking down at the photo, it's pretty clear that it's me in the image. I suppose it would be best to delete this evidence. I shred the photo carefully, making sure to completely destroy any of my defining features in the image. With the photo completely ripped beyond recognition, I toss it into a nearby bin. Tomoe smiles at me and we enter the office building side by side. We made a new friend. For better or for worse. Tomoe's apartment is not at all like I expected it would be. Starters, it's not an absolute trash heap like it always was in my mind's eye. This is nice, fairly modern, and probably not that cheap. Lives on the outskirts of Shinjuku, so she's a lot closer to office than I am. Probably explains why she's usually so punctual, despite her terrible work ethic. What I can gather from my first impressions, she lives alone. A few photo frames near the entrance feature some family members, including a younger brother and sister. Funny, she doesn't seem like the older sister type to me. Personal effects decorating the apartment aren't cheap and tacky, much to my surprise. Immediately get the feeling she earns more money than I do, even though we have the same job, though. How could that be? We're both simple data entry temps. We'd surely be on the same contract and the same salary. I suppose she's a little bit older than me. Maybe she had a well-paying job before starting work at Temujin. Maybe she has a side job. Either way, there's no way she could afford to live here on the same salary as me.
So, would you like a cup of tea? I've got oolong, green, barley, hojicha.
I wonder why colors are always highlighted.
So many to choose from. I didn't take you as much of a tea drinker.
Well, of course I am. It's tradition, you know. Tradition's real important.
Really?
Huh. Yeah, I guess so. Hojicha for me, please.
Sure. Coming right up.
Tomoe God. As Tomoe busies herself in the kitchen nook, I continue scanning the apartment. A fairly large TV sits atop a sleek cabinet against one wall of the living area. A comfortable-looking sofa fills most of the room, but gives it way to a small kotatsu in the corner. During winter, a kotatsu is a very valuable piece of furniture. I want one. I saw them being sold online on Amazon at one time. And I'm just like, damn, I want one, but I don't know where to put it. Small, low table with a blanket to cover your legs. Underneath is a tiny space heater designed to warm up the enclosed area.
I like your kotatsu. I can't even fit one in my apartment.
Oh, yeah. They're great, right? Dad actually made that one for me.
Made that, huh?
Your dad made it?
Look closely at it. I don't know much about woodwork, but the whole thing looks very solid and well made. Even the blanket spread underneath the table surface is pleasing to look at.
It's probably not cold enough to flick the heater on, but feel free to sit down there if you like.
No, that's okay. I'm warm enough.
Memory of my childhood flickers at the edges of my mind, like a moth dancing around a flame. Dad. Sitting at a kotatsu as a child, with a warm cup of cocoa and my big sister reading a book aloud to me. Shake my head. Too long ago to even attempt to remember clearly, and the past never really mattered much to me anyway. Tomoe has finished pouring tea, so she sits 2 ceramic mugs atop the coffee table and calls out to me.
Tea's up!
Thank you.
So, we gotta protect you from Corpse Girl, right?
I simply nod.
Hey, wait a minute. If you got one of them photos, that means someone requested your death, right? This whole time, I've been thinking it's Corpse Girl that wants you dead. But that ain't right. It means that someone else just asked Corpse Girl to put you in the ground.
Yeah, that's what I figure.
She's not wrong. Well, Corpse Girl isn't actually after me. It's true that there's somebody who requested my death.
Huh. So who do you think it is? Who wants you dead?
Well, honestly, at first I thought it was you.
Yeah, I mean, last week I might have been tempted to chuck your photo on the website, but nah. You work right near me in the office. If you ended up dead, someone would trace it back to me, you know?
That's what stopped you?
I dobbed in Akane Tsurumaki because she worked way upstairs. And we never talked, save one time when I found out she's a total skank.
Oh? So you did speak to her once? What was she like?
Fucking slut, that one. We met in the lobby. I was on one of them couches doing my makeup because I was in early one morning. She walks past me, gives me one of them looks all those snooty rich people give you. You know the type, like, I'm better than you and I know it. But you know what she said to me?
What did she say?
She says this. Honey, please wait for your clients outside the building.
Huh? What did she mean?
Oh, I just got it.
Don't you get it? She was implying that I'm a hooker or something. Just by looking at me, she decided I didn't belong in the office building.
Ah.
It really pissed me off. I'm sick of people judging me like that. Yeah, I look different from y'all, but so what? I got my own style, so just fuck off.
So you're not a hooker?
Bitch. You're lucky I'm in a good mood.
Can't help but laugh along with her.
Sorry, I was just kidding.
Yeah, I know. You're not so bad, Noriko Kurosawa.
He's actually nice.
Thanks. You're not so bad yourself, Tomoe Watanabe.
Share another laugh, and I feel my tense and guarded persona slowly slipping away. Girl, person that I detested just days ago. Did I have her all wrong? We clashed countless times while working together, but now we're suddenly becoming closer. Why is that? Almost as though some sort of maternal instinct kicked into gear inside Tomoe, and she feels the urge to keep me safe. Guilt over Akane Tsurumaki's death? Because she's happier overall now that she has a boyfriend? Does dating Shinya makes her less pissed off the world and less eager to lash out? I don't know the answer, but I'm glad we've been able to set aside our differences.
Right. Now we've got some tea. Why don't we watch some trashy TV?
Not exactly my preferred way to spend an evening, but Tomoe has welcomed me into her home. We've all but buried the hatchet. Only fair that I extend a hand of friendship as well.
Okay. Trashy TV sounds great. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Tomoe cheers and picks up the television remote with a quick flick of her wrist. That was nice. Imagine if I answered the other two incorrect, because I think this one I made the right choice, right? Because like I had this kind of like, is she actually nice? Like, and then so I kind of like returned that favor over, and then it turned out really well. I got an achievement too. I'm not sure it showed up on this end. Hang on, let me just see. Yeah, I got an achievement for that, which makes me think I chose the right the right choice here, the wrong choice for Aoi, and maybe she would actually show up to work. I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna be ending it soon. It is 2.5 hours. Let me just see what's here. The chatter of people talking on the phone, the humming of the air conditioner, the tapping of fingers against keyboards. If I didn't have music to drown out the white noise, I'd probably go mad from being exposed to it every day. I don't know how everyone else deals with it. Thanks to a good night's rest, I've been able to work diligently so far. I've completed a few tasks already, but there's still a lot of work to do. I continue to pulverize my keyboard with thin, brittle fingers. I look out over to the office floor to see who's around. Shinya sits at his desk, his expression scrunched up in concentration, and he absent-mindedly scratches his face with the blunt end of a pen. Turning my gaze, I observe the back of Tomoe's head as she works attentively at her computer. She hasn't said anything to me since we arrived in the office in the morning. As I now know she's not the one who requested my death, I feel more at ease around her. With a photo of my own corpse destroyed, I can put yesterday's unplanned events behind me. I need to be more careful in the future. Forgetting that I planted a photo like that in Tomoe's desk drawer was an oversight I can't afford to repeat. To be clever, calculated, cunning. Corpse Girl's ambitions require me to be at peak performance at all times. Can't go messing up like that again. No. What do you mean no? Nah, man, screw you. I'm lucky that no one else was dragged into this whole mess. Imagine if I did something stupid when trying to kill a real victim. It would have ruined the entire operation. Taking a deep breath, I clap my cheeks softly with both hands, and from now on, I'm going to truly focus on carrying out my plans. All I need to do now is wait for the next victim to come through the website. I'm ready for it. Finding out the identity of whoever requested my own death shouldn't be my top priority. I'm immune to Corpse Girl's wrath, of course. So unless someone decides to come at me with a knife, I'm perfectly safe. I'll check the website requests this evening. As soon as I get home. Too risky to try and access it while at work. Newfound resolve, I nod to myself and look ahead to the end of the day. Flickering notification of my laptop screen. Oh, the flickering notification of a laptop screen prompts a wicked grin to split my face in two. One new request. I don't waste any time before opening up the details of the request. My heart begins to pound, and I feel the welcome rush of adrenaline flooding through my body. Request details. Today, 2:55 a.m. local time. Victim's phone. Speaking of, should she have recognized the victim's phone as her phone number? When she got that before the image, she should have been like, wait, hold up, that phone number looks familiar. Downloading image attachment. My eyes widen at the sight of the uploaded photo. Two people. Two identical women. Twins? Identical twins at that. The woman on the left is circled in red. She's obviously the requested victim, but without knowing them personally, it's possible to distinguish between the two. They both have the same stunning features, lustrous hair, and contagious smiles. Really is an interesting request. I immediately jumped to the conclusion that one twin wants the other dead. Not the only possibility, but I'd like to think it's the case. Makes it exciting. If a request only serves to reinforce my resolve. Can't wait to start gouging out the victim's eyes. She will leave behind a truly beautiful corpse. I think someone's testing. My suspicion is someone is testing. Like, oh, Corpse Girl only needs a name. Doesn't need a name. Just a photo and a phone number. And then, like, the fact that it's twins means, like, they're testing just how far someone can, like, spread. Like, because what if this one dies instead, right? And they go, haha. That's where the limit is, huh? Kind of thing. It kind of plays out like Death Note back. To wait for my secret weapon, database of the deceased to load up. Phone tingles beside me on the couch. A noise message from none other than Kojiro. Hey, you there? About last time. Hi. Hey, that guy, Eiichi Hanada, gone today. Is that so? Where'd he go? Cremated. Family didn't collect him. Limited space, you know how it is. don't quite know why Kojiro decided to tell me this. I suppose he still thinks I requested Eiichi's death, so... I see. More names? What? Want me to look up more names? Corpse Girl's victims? Sorry, I don't have any more names. He's trying to figure something out, huh? Shame. Tell me if you request more deaths. Oh. And... do you know her identity? Who? Corpse Girl? Yes. No, sorry, I don't know who she is. Okay. Is it you? Oh, damn! Wouldn't it be a shame if I ended it here? Wouldn't it be a shame? It would be a shame, wouldn't it? It would be a damn shame if I ended it right now. And that's gonna be it for now. Just joking. No. No, I myself can't wait, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna do that. Jeez, are we back to this again? No, it's not me. I'm not as clever as all that. Okay. How did she kill? Not sure. Okay. What do you know? Lol. All I know is the victim receives a photo of their own corpse before they die. Everyone knows that. My dog knows that. Their calling card. You had a request fulfilled. Tell me more. I don't know what else to tell you. Lame. Okay. BTW. I saw the photo. What photo? Eiichi Hanada. Photo on his phone. Calling card. How did Kojiro see it? Sure, he deals with dead bodies, but surely personal possessions are removed from the deceased before they enter the morgue. I need to play it cool here and not invite any more suspicion of myself. You talking about the photo that Corpse Girl supposedly sends her victims? Yes. Funny thing, it was definitely the guy, but photo didn't match cause of death. The photo didn't match the cause of death? I remember crafting Eiichi Hanada's photo, of course. It wasn't all that long ago. It was the base image of a corpse with dismembered legs hanging over a power line. It was a memorable image. After all, it was a memorable image after all. It made a fearsome sight, but it's not something that could easily be replicated by suicide. Or murder, for that matter. So, I never really expected Eiichi to wind up looking like the photo. From what I read in the obituary, he died in a traffic accident. He must have been driving, or he was a pedestrian. Either way, it was likely a collision with a vehicle. Cadaver. For starters, Cadaver still has both legs. No legs in the photo. Did you know that? No. I didn't know. I haven't seen the photo you're talking about. Watch, he's gonna send it. You haven't? Interesting. So Corpse Girl doesn't share with the requester. Hang on. Okay. So only the victim sees the photo. Here. He did. He just sent the photo. Sure enough. The snapshot of the corpse photo I produced for Eiichi Hanada. They must have copied it from the victim's phone. Number one, creepy. Number two, why would you send it to someone else? The photo from Corpse Girl. Compared to this. Another photo shared in the chat. This one I haven't seen before. Eiichi Hanada's true corpse sprawled forward in the driver's seat of a wrecked car. Number one, why would you take a picture of that? Number two, why would you send a picture of a dead body to someone else? Seeing a genuine corpse photo doesn't come off as much of a surprise to me. After all, I've spent countless hours crawling through the database of the deceased. I've seen more than my fair share of destroyed lives. There's not too much blood on this photo. Kinda lame compared to the gorgeous rendition of his death that I lovingly crafted. It's still not entirely evident what led to Eiichi's car collision. This very well could have been a genuine accident. Why is he sending a right? For my own ego, I have to at least pretend that Corpse Girl had a hand in it. Thoughts? Thoughts? Don't send me this shit. You sick fuck. The real death doesn't match Corpse Girl's photo at all. Why do you think that is? Pretty clever and manipulative by putting the question on Kojiro. I want to lessen suspicion of my true involvement as much as possible. You're asking me? You're the morgue guy. Well, some theories. Corpse Girl's photo is a scare tactic, nothing more. But don't know where the photo comes from. She convinces the victim to kill himself. What the hell? How could his very first theory be right on the money? Just, who is this guy? He's stalking me or something? Do you actually know the truth? Second theory. Corpse Girl comes after victims. But a genuine accident happened first. Eiichi Hanada died before she got to him. Second theory is off the mark, but I can see why he came to that conclusion. Regardless, this is the theory I want him to believe. I think the second theory is most likely. Why would someone kill themselves from seeing a photo? Doubting my own methods like this leaves a sour taste in my mouth. Not that simple. Photo is personal. Timestamp. Adds urgency. Realism. Could be effective. Especially in someone anxious or gullible. He's right, of course. Yeah, this boy's sharp. Although causing death in this manner was never my intention when I first started Corpse Girl's website. It's a possibility that did occur to me when Ruri Hatano died. Wait a minute. How did you even get these two photos? Lol. Now she asks. Police on scene like to share. More morbid the better. That guy with a corpse photo on his phone fits the bill. They sent me both photos. We played spot the difference. Disgusting. Never knew the police could be so disrespectful to the dead. Well, I can't really talk, at the very least. I'm not in that line of work. Gives up being a mortician. I have a feeling he's actually like hospital morgue director / investigator if he's that sharp. Anyway, coffee. Get coffee with me. Wow, not an invitation, an order. Get coffee with me. Yes, no. Unbelievable. Guy wants to meet up and grab coffee? This conversation really giving him the feeling that I'm interested in him? Does he think we bonded over a discussion of dead bodies? I'm about to tell him no, but some part of me hesitates and halts my fingers. Kojiro has connections. The morgue, the police. Not inconceivable that it might be a useful tool in the future. At this stage, I'm about 80% sure he doesn't know my true identity. It might be safe just to meet up with him. On the other hand, I get the impression that even if he knew who I really am, he'd only be impressed. A gamble. It could be beneficial, or it could lead to me being caught out. I might even get arrested for my involvement in 3 deaths. So, is what I'm doing really illegal? Not so sure, but I don't think a jury would take my side. Why I have to err on the side of caution at all times. Kojiro. Okay, let's meet. I type the words and hit send before I have any more second thoughts. It might be a fatal mistake, but if I'm clever enough, I can wrap him around my finger and utilize his connections. Cool. Message you tomorrow. Bye. Ojiro status immediately changes to offline. I rest my phone on the couch and look back to the laptop screen in front of me. Smiling, beautiful faces of two identical women stare back at me. That's right. I was about to start working on this most interesting request. I still have plenty of time before I need to sleep. Before I get to sleep. With this thought in mind, I set about my task in high spirits. That's where I'm gonna end it. June 4, Thursday afternoon. I'm gonna. This is a good place to stop. I'm gonna stop it right here. That said, I am planning on going back here and seeing where that option is, and like maybe continue on with that route. I don't know. I don't know if I should. I mean, I'll go through that playthrough, but I'll play this on my own time, I think. Or maybe I should play it now. I'm gonna overwrite that and go back. Wonder what happens if I go back, like right now. I'm just gonna play it and see where that plays out, and then call it a night. And then if nothing much changes, I'll keep going. Ninja, hello! Oh, hey. Oh, that's cool. You got added in here. Missed you too, yo. Welcome back. It's been a while. Hope you've been doing well. Which it's kind of unfortunate because I'm almost I'm almost wrapping up. But we're just gonna check out what happens here and see how that changes things. Yeah, I'm ending... Not right now. I'm just gonna play through this because we branched off here. I want to see where this goes, and then end it there. All right, let's rewind time. Let's give her some space this time. Always gone, and he didn't lift a finger to try and stop her. I know her well. If I chase her, pursue her, she'll just resent me for it. Do you though? Do you know her well? I didn't. Just hope you're doing well. I am. Thanks for showing up again. I mean, I'm not gonna be done. I'm just gonna finish this and see where this goes. But yeah, we can still hang for a bit. Hope you're doing well too. It's been a while. It took a long time for her to heal the wounds I inflicted the last time I pursued her relentlessly. Why didn't you tell me that? There were literally no hints for this to be the right decision. The best thing to do is give her space. Let her sort her own thoughts out. She'll talk to me when she's well and ready. I just need to be patient with her. And my phone rings. The sound slicing through the patter of rain. It's Aoi. Of course it is.
Hey. Noriko?
The girl bursts into tears, her sobs reverberating through my ears.
I can't do it anymore. I know. All my life people have abused me, taken advantage of me. What did I do? What did I do wrong? You never did anything wrong, Maui. I can't explain other people's behavior. And I can't truly understand what you've been through. Sorry. I know that's not what you want to hear. What do you do when it all gets too much, Noriko? Me? better than anyone. When it all gets too much,
I run? I hide away? Lock myself in my apartment and swear to never leave the safety of its walls?
Put it this way. I don't deal with things as well as I should. Me neither. When things get overwhelming, my mind feels frazzled. And everything just gets worse and worse. I get caught up in little rituals, little habits, and I can't break free. I can't tear my mind away from the repetition, from the endless doubting and second guessing. I know. I can't keep going like this. Something has to change. As much as I want to help you, this is something only you can do, Aoi. Yeah. But if nothing else, I'll always be here for you. Whether you want to break down and cry on my shoulder, or use me as a punching bag, or just vent to me, I'll be here. Noriko, thank you. I think you finally understand. I'm trying, girl. I really am. I'm going to make a change.
Oh, so she is gonna show up. Oh, shoot.
I promise I am going to get through this. I know you are. I never doubted you. Thank you. I'll talk to you later. Okay? I'll look forward to it.
Okay, interesting. Let's see where this leads. Not sure I feel better after that discussion, and can't honestly tell if Aoi feels better either. I sigh and look up at the thick cloak of clouds above. The rain continues to fall. If nothing changes, if she doesn't show up to work the next day, I'm just gonna keep going with this playthrough. I got an achievement. I made the right choice. Today drags on and on. Since I don't work weekends, I never really know what to do myself. Library yesterday was... yep, so that's the same, that's the same. I keep checking my phone, but Aoi hasn't replied to any of my texts. Even when I call, she lets it go to voicemail. I don't even have any new requests. Break, strange flower, browse through noise. Yep, that's oh shoot. Keep on skipping. This is long. One new request. That's her. Yeah, nothing new yet. This is the banger.
Somebody wants me dead?
So it's not Aoi.
I can't believe it! I know Tomoe! That stupid, vapid bitch!
Alright, let's see if she shows up to work.
No sign of Sato yet?
Oh, she
Wonder if
didn't show
cleaned
up. Okay.
It's not exactly professional to be late on your first day of work.
Yes, we replayed the Aoi decision. I don't think it was Aoi the first time either, so, like... It made sense if she did, like, making that choice, but since, like, she called back afterwards, right? After she didn't show up for work. And she's just like... Huh. Let's see if something changes.
She'll be here.
Actually, she's not the only one absent.
Yeah, Tomoe's not here
Tomoe isn't
either.
Here either.
Boss lady.
Yes, I understand. Isn't that a...
See? No, nothing much.
Aoi? Noriko,
There, she called.
what's the deal? I've been trying to get in touch with you all day. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I couldn't bring myself to come into the office. Yeah, well, I gathered that. Tell me why. You know, just the stuff I normally have to deal with. For real? I left the apartment twice, but I had to go back inside each time because it didn't feel right. I had to check a few things and then check again, and in the end, I gave up and laid in bed. I must have fallen asleep because when I looked at the time, it was already late. All right. It sounds like you had a rough day. I'm sorry, but forget this ever happened. Thank you, Noriko. Okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah.
Yep, nothing changed. Absolutely nothing changed. Aside from that. I'll skip it all the way to the next one. Tuesday. Here we go. No change so far. Will anything change? That is a very good question. I don't know. Yeah, it's still the same.
Tomoe, really, that's not necessary.
And we just do this.
I'd feel better with you looking after me.
And we hit save on this one, because I'm going to replay it again and choose the other selections here. Yeah, I think since everything's the same, I'm just going to continue with this one. I'm gonna go back in time and re-roll.
Yeah.
There it goes. And here we are. Nothing changed. Like if there were new dialogue when there were new dialogue that popped up when I would you know, like if while I was holding the skip, right, and it would stop on new unread dialogue. So I was like, I kept on tapping it just in case I missed something, but nothing. So I guess we're good. We're gonna continue on tomorrow, or I don't know, maybe tomorrow, we'll see. But either way, that's gonna be it for today. We had a happy end with Aoi, and I think it's better that way. So only thing I think of selecting the good options will unlock more options later on, maybe. Probably. This game does have some replayability, so I've heard some options would show up after the what do you call it? It would show up after the next playthrough. See, nothing changed here too. It's still these two. So Aoi deserves happy end, no doubt. Yeah, she does. She's a little cinnamon roll, cinnamon bun. Yeah, hopefully, yeah. This has been a pretty nice ride. Like nothing horror has come up yet. I'm not scared yet, but it feels like I'm playing a kind of Death Note-esque style of thing. Yeah, so if I didn't play through the choice here, that would have been like a messy, like I wouldn't have gotten this. But we're almost halfway through the story. If we're going by CGs, I need to unlock one more and then we're halfway through. Ever think of doing the quarry? It is on my list. I'm deciding. I'm still debating if I should invite people and we just screw around with it, or if I play it by myself. Like, of course I want everyone to survive, but do I trust people well enough to hand over the controls and make sure they don't kill people, you know? So, we shall see. We shall see. Yeah, that's gonna be it. I definitely want to finish this first before I play the quarry, even though, you know, the quarry, I've seen a lot of quarry streams out there. I think that might be good for things, but you know, I'll finish this first for sure, and then play it. I also have other games to play, like the other game that they came out with, too. Oh, we shall see. I'll catch you all on the next one. I'll announce it on Twitter. I still haven't figured out when, but it's most likely either gonna be next week Monday or next week Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, depending. So just, you know, keep an eye out on when I announce it, and we will be good to go. Alrighty. Thank you so much for hanging out. It was fun. This game is really good. Oop. This game is really, really good. I like it. Yeah, Ritsu. Thanks for showing up too, Ninja. Thanks for showing up, everyone. I will catch you all next time. I'm gonna go, I don't know, I guess clean my desk after after having Noriko clean her desk. So yeah, I'll catch you all next time on Ritsu. Bye bye.